Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make a video on a list of must-haves during pregnancy. So I'll break it down by trimester and what I used during the first and second trimesters and what has helped me up until this point. So I hope you find it helpful, and as always, feel free to comment with questions. So I'll start off with the first trimester. The number one thing that helped me during the first trimester is make sure you have a good water bottle. So something like a Hydro Flask or something that you can carry with you everywhere, because you start to get dehydrated quicker, and so you want to be sipping on water throughout the day. So a good water bottle is your friend. Along with that, you want to have small snacks available. So keep like granola bars or crackers or things like that handy, because especially if you suffer from nausea, if you do not eat, it gets worse. So try and eat every 2 to 3 hours and have those small snacks on hand to help you get through the day. Along with that, you're going to want to take mini naps. By that I mean, if you make it through your workday, you might want to take a nap before you try and tackle anything else, because a major symptom of the first trimester is fatigue. So you are going to feel tired and run down and exhausted almost 100% of the time. So those mini naps could save you. And then besides that, what really helped me as far as supplementation during my first trimester, I started taking the First Form Joy Bundle, which consists of the Prenatal Plus, the Full Mega, and then it's just those two, and then I added in vitamin D. Now this one is only 1,000 IUs. You're supposed to be taking 5,000 IUs of vitamin D while you are pregnant, so I take 5 of these. This prenatal is super awesome because one, is capsulated, meaning that your body breaks it down during a time period rather than it just dissolving all in your stomach. And then also it helps you with all the things that your body needs and that your baby needs during pregnancy. So it's extremely important if you are expecting, or if you are even looking to get pregnant, to start taking this, because it provides those essential nutrients and vitamins that you need. It also has a good digestive complex for when you do get pregnant, because your digestive system starts to slow down, and constipation is a huge factor or symptom during pregnancy. This helps with that, as well as overall energy and then the health of the baby. The reason that the Full Mega is part of this bundle is because Full Megas are essential for the baby's brain development. So you should be taking, 900 plus milligrams of Full Mega every day while pregnant. So you're supposed to take 3 of these, 2 in the morning and 1 at night. And then I take the 5 vitamin D in the morning. So I have been taking that bundle ever since the first trimester, and I really notice a difference in my energy levels if I don't take it. But be sure that you have it with food, because you're going to want the food and the water to push the pills down in your throat. Otherwise they could get stuck and come with a bad aftertaste. Besides that, I've been taking this daily, the OptiGreens 50, since the first trimester. Now, 1 serving of this is 2 scoops. So if you are an adult, you need to be taking a minimum of 2 scoops of this to reap the benefits. And what this does is it helps with your gut and your digestive health, and it also provides all of your vitamins and minerals and fruits and veggies, especially if you're suffering from nausea, vomiting, those type of things. I found when I drank this, I actually got rid of my nausea during the first trimester. And the greens will also help with constipation because they make you regular. So if your body is out of whack when you start taking greens, you may notice some digestive issues at first, but that's because your body is starting to heal itself and replace your bad bacteria in your gut with good bacteria. So after you've been on it for a couple weeks, you'll notice that it really does help keep you regular and gives you energy. And then when you're pregnant, it helps with nausea. So I highly, highly recommend for you and the health of the baby to be taking a good high quality green supplement. And of course, if you have questions about that, let me know, but that's been a lifesaver. And then for nighttime supplements, I take magnesium, helps with your sleep quality, folic acid, which is a type of B vitamin, and this helps with neural development and brain development in the baby. So I take those at nighttime before I go to bed. And then the book that I really enjoyed reading during the first trimester is called The Girlfriend's Guide to Pregnancy. I'll link it below, but I really like that one because it gave like the real of pregnant. It didn't sugarcoat it or make it sound like some fairy tale. It just told you like what is going to happen and how you're going to feel and how it's really, really hard and what you can do to get through it. So I really enjoyed that book. And then also during the first trimester, because I was so fatigued and nauseous, my workouts weren't as strength-based. So EMOMs were my friend, every minute on the minute exercises, where it takes about 24 minutes roughly to do the whole workout, and usually they're full body. That really helped me just stay focused and get a good workout in during the first trimester. And then, of course, after every workout, I would have my Formula 1 and Ignition. Totally safe during pregnancy, but if you don't take it, you'll really notice it because you don't recover as quickly during pregnancy. So without that extra isolate protein, you will notice a difference. And then finally, during the first trimester, what I used to supplement mainly in my coffee in the morning and my oatmeal was level 1, and that is the meal replacement protein. So if you don't understand the difference between Formula 1 and level 1, reach out to me, but Formula 1 is not a meal replacement and should only be taken post-workout. You should not be taking Formula 1 at any other time. And then level 1 is the meal replacement, and that is designed to slowly digest in your body and make you feel full, and that's a lifesaver during pregnancy, especially if you're nauseous and you're not getting in a lot of nutrients. That will help you get to your protein goals. So first trimester, that's what helped me through. Second trimester, what you're gonna need changes a little bit because you go from mainly a lot of fatigue and nausea to growth, and then you start to get your energy back. But along with your energy back, you will see a lot of growth in your body. So I recommend getting a good stretchy pair of leggings, and some maternity clothes. Now don't go crazy because you're only going to be able to wear them for the rest of your pregnancy and a little after. So purchasing a bunch of maternity clothes is just not economical. But you want to feel comfortable, and after a while you're not going to be able to wear jeans. So get yourself some good stretchy leggings that don't put pressure on the stomach, because tight clothing will make you feel super uncomfortable, and you don't want to do that. So make sure you get some of those. And then you're probably going to want to start purchasing some maternity bras because your boobs are probably growing pretty rapidly. And so your normal bras probably don't fit anymore. Maternity bras will be a lifesaver because they will just give you that relief and allow you to continue to grow throughout the rest of the pregnancy. And then for my second trimester, my supplements stayed exactly the same. Everything I showed you for the first trimester, I continued to take throughout the second. And then extra hydration. Now, as you continue to go through the second trimester, your blood volume will increase by 50%. So by the time you get to the third trimester, you have 50% more blood in your body than you did before you got pregnant. So with that, you're going to be dehydrated because most of blood is made up of water. So make sure you're drinking every single hour throughout the day, staying hydrated and staying on top of that water intake. And then my favorite book during the second trimester was called Do Chocolate Lovers Have Sweeter Babies? Now this was a really cool book because it's the surprising science of pregnancy, and what she does is she'll tell her story of what happened to her, but then she'll also tell the research and like how people have evolved, why we do things the way we do, and how sometimes the food you eat when you're pregnant will not only affect your baby, but will affect your grandbabies. So it's just a lot of good research, super interesting. And yes, she does answer that question, do chocolate lovers have sweeter babies? So I'd highly recommend it. It's entertaining, it's scientific, and it's good. So I recommend that one. And then so since you're gonna start growing, you're gonna wanna start getting some good lotions. I recommend a lotion with coconut oil in it. You can even use just plain coconut oil and rub that on your body. It's organic, it's clean, and that will help with the hydration, because as your skin starts to stretch, you need to make sure it's hydrated. And then I also purchased an organic belly butter. So this one right here, I got it off of Amazon. And this one has like cocoa butter and shea butter and stuff like that. You want to rub this on your belly every night. And then along with that, you want a good vitamin E oil. So I got this one at Trader Joe's, but I also purchased a Burt's Bees one off of Amazon. And that you want to rub on your belly every night to help prevent the stretch marks. They say that vitamin E is the only substance that is proven to help reduce stretch marks. So I highly recommend getting yourself some of that. And then I've also started implementing more Epsom salt baths because you're gonna have a lot of aches and pains in your body, and then you're also gonna have a lot of insomnia. So taking a hot Epsom salt bath before bed can help relieve the pain and then help you relax before bedtime. And then I also recommend getting a pregnancy journal. So starting to jot down how your journey's going, what symptoms you're experiencing, pictures of sonograms, just little things that are happening throughout the pregnancy so that you can look back later and remember everything, because you're gonna forget because you're gonna be super busy once the baby comes. And then finally, I'm only about a week into the 3rd trimester, so I'll just share what I've been doing so far with that. Same supplements, same exact as 1st and 2nd. Back to the mini naps because fatigue has returned. After work, I'm usually exhausted. So I did stop personal training in the morning, so I'm going to start working out in the morning because that's usually when I feel more energized, and that's the only time of the day when I do have caffeine. So I'm going to start getting those workouts in so that by the mid-afternoon I can just relax. And then the book I've been reading for the 3rd trimester is called The Science of Mom. Now this one you can see I've tabbed. This one was written by a woman who has her PhD, and it's more scientific, so if you're a science-based person, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're not, it might be a little thick for you, but she goes into all the nitty-gritties, like breastfeeding, what benefits breastfeeding versus formula feeding are. She goes into SIDS, what causes SIDS, how to prevent SIDS. She goes into the vitamin K shot. She goes into the eye treatment after the baby's born. How to help your baby sleep, what's normal. So pretty much all the questions that you have or you're going to have about your upcoming baby, she answers in that book. So I recommend getting that one and then tabbing it so you can refer back to it later when the issues come up. And then along with that, for 3rd trimester, I've just been trying to stay hydrated, continue with the small meals. Your stomach is going to kind of shrink only because the baby is pushing on it now. So you're not going to be able to eat as big of meals. So those small meals throughout the day are going to be extremely important. And then the last thing I recommend, if you haven't already, is make sure you're taking a good birthing class. So you want to understand the ins and the outs of birth, as well as what your options are and what kind of decisions you have ahead of you. So the one I'm taking is evidence-based birth, but you need to find one that fits you and your family and your goals. So I highly suggest doing that so that you are well informed when the baby comes. But that's all I have so far for my suggestions or must-haves during pregnancy. These have really helped me get through and stay healthy. Our baby is perfect, no problems. There's been no problems with me. I haven't had any of the nasty symptoms yet, like the varicose veins and the hemorrhoids and all those other issues, the leg cramps, restless leg syndrome, because I've really been taking care of my body. So it's important to, everyone might say, oh, you have so many supplements. Well, you're not just taking care of yourself now, you're taking care of a tiny human. And if you don't provide or get the nutrients you need in the food you eat, the baby will start taking that nutrients from you and your bones and your muscles. So it's important to be well educated and to be well informed and to take high quality supplements and nutrients throughout your pregnancy. But if you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. If you enjoyed this video, comment below. Or if you would like me to address any other topics, feel free to comment below as well. I will talk to you guys in the next video.